There are 6 things that will always end a relationship. You've been warned. Although there are those who are committed to living alone, human nature and the principles of evolutionary biology dictate that the great majority of individuals yearn for close personal connections with other people. However, maintaining those ties isn't always a simple task. It is estimated that around 40% of first marriages end in divorce, and subsequent marriages have an even lower chance of being successful. The causes are as diverse as the people involved, but the following are the 6 most typical issues in a romantic partnership that result in its dissolution. 1. Trust concerns. The friendship and closeness that are the glue that binds partnerships together are impossible to achieve without trust. However, it is also one of the most difficult things to acquire and maintain over time. Concerns about trust might range from decisions regarding one's finances to concerns about one's emotional reliability. Frequently, there is a problem that was never adequately addressed and handled, such as one partner's gambling binge in Las Vegas or an inability to reach a consensus on whether or not to move to a new place. This can be the case in many relationships. These unsolved concerns have the potential to seep into your day-to-day relationship over time, which may throw a shadow of distrust and uncertainty over even the most routine of circumstances. 2. Unfaithfulness and the emotion of jealousy. Infidelity, whether suspected or confirmed, may be one of the most difficult obstacles to overcome in a relationship. Trust can be broken in many different aspects of a romantic partnership. Infidelity can take many forms, from emotional affairs to physical dalliances. But it almost always results in the breakdown of the relationship it affects. Even if you conclude that you want to be together, it will be a challenging and emotionally demanding journey to figure out how to recreate what you once had. This is also true in situations when there was no genuine affair that took place, but charges were made anyhow. Because cheating on a partner is such a traumatic event, being unjustly accused of cheating may feel like a very personal attack, which can damage trust and closeness in a relationship. It is of the utmost importance that you refrain from making allegations that are not supported by evidence and that you talk out any anxieties or doubts that you have in a way that is both non-threatening and honest. 3. Communication challenges. Many married couples have trouble communicating with one another and frequently blame the fact that they speak different languages on their difficulties. However, if a couple is unable to communicate with one another, they may find themselves working in entirely different realms, and beginning to live their lives more like roommates than partners. After some time has passed, you may start to experience feelings of isolation and loneliness, which may lead you to go elsewhere for emotional connection. A failure to communicate may also result in disdain, which is the tendency for any serious dialogue to degenerate into sarcasm and belittling rather than a healthy settlement. This can be avoided by maintaining open lines of communication. 4. An absence of equilibrium. Unbalanced relationships are most frequent among young couples, as well as among those who have just had children or who are caring for aged parents, although anybody can have relationship difficulties. An imbalance develops in a relationship when either one of the partners fails to make the partnership their top priority and instead places an abnormal amount of significance on other people or circumstances. It is natural for relationships to go through ups and downs, and when one of the parties involved is going through a difficult period, it is only natural for the relationship to take second place. When one partner begins to feel constantly taken for granted, unheard, or undervalued, however, this tends to create an issue in the relationship. One partner always spends the holidays with one set of parents, one partner parties with friends every night after work, or one person making all the vacation selections are examples of a lack of balance that may damage a relationship. Even when you are dealing with situations that are unrelated to your relationship, it is important to check in with your spouse on a regular basis and to give him or her some of the decision-making authority. 5. Issues related to compatibility. Although opposites may attract one another, it's not easy to maintain a healthy relationship between two people who are completely different. A comfortable and satisfying long-term partnership requires fundamental congruence on a variety of fronts, including ideals and worldviews. When you are profoundly different from others, respect and compromise are two of the most important things you can do. For couples who lack even the most fundamental level of compatibility, every decision, from whether to teach their children about Santa Claus to whether to attend religious services, has the potential to become a source of contention. Over the course of a relationship, serious compatibility issues can only be solved by the most tenacious and determined couples. 6. Mistreatment of others. Abuse of any kind should never be accepted in any relationship, yet abusive acts often fall along a continuum of severity. Abuse should never be allowed. Even though rage, contempt, or emotionally blocking someone out may not be enough to end a relationship on its own, repeating behaviors can wear individuals down to the point where they give up. The loss of trust and intimacy in a relationship can be caused by one party's incapacity or reluctance to respect the opinions, beliefs, and emotions of the other person. Although typical relationship issues have the potential to ruin relationships, they also have the potential to serve as opportunities to put a relationship back on track. If you and your significant other are experiencing challenges, it may be beneficial to seek the guidance of a trained counselor. In many cases, a relationship may be salvaged if both parties are willing and able to take ownership of their roles in the predicament and are ready to put in a significant amount of effort to do so.